Hello, and thank you for joining us today. In this demo, we're going to walk through a side-by-side comparison of what it's like to use Solatech Focus on its own, and then using Solatech Focus integrated with the FSS Window Pro. Let's start with the traditional workflow. As you measure a window using your laser, you'll capture your 3 width measurements. From there, you have to manually determine which width you want to use. Once you've made that decision, you'll tap into the width field in Focus and press the Transmit button on your laser to send the measurement over. On the left, you can see how this same measurement would appear in FSS Window Pro, where all 3 width measurements are captured and stored for future reference. Next, you'll capture the 3 height measurements for the window. You'll manually determine which height to use, tap back into Focus, and transmit that measurement. At this point, Focus creates a new line item. In this example, we've added Window 3 to the living room as an inside mount. On the left side of the screen, you'll see what that same window would look like inside the FSS Window Pro. Instead of storing only a single width and a single height, the FSS Window Pro preserves the complete context of the job: the room name, the window mount type, and all captured dimensions for that window. Now let's look at how that process works with the FSS Window Pro integrated with Focus. This footage comes from a real FSS Window Pro customer during an actual measuring appointment. Using the in-app trigger button and extension pole, he captures his upper measurements without climbing a ladder. Once the laser is within reach, he simply lets the iPad rest at his side and manually triggers the laser as needed. He captures all 3 widths and all 3 heights. Next, he takes a quick photo of the window and records any product notes. When he's finished, he taps into the Focus integration screen, selects the 2 dimensions he wants to send into Focus, and presses Save. The information transferred into Focus includes the room name, window name, the mount type, the width selected by the user, and the height selected by the user. A new line item is then instantly created inside Focus. And if you're using an iPad, you can even display the Focus measurement sheet alongside the captured window image, giving you both the visual reference and measurement details side by side. Now let's walk through a complete measuring workflow. As we approach the window, we first capture a photo. Next, we collect our 3 width measurements and 3 height measurements. Because this is an inside mount product, the FSS Window Pro automatically highlights the minimum width and maximum height. There's no mental math, no guesswork, no decision-making in the field. If we switch the mount type to outside mount, you'll see the logic automatically changes to highlight the maximum width and maximum height instead. Once we press Save, the Focus integration screen appears. With a single tap, we choose the final width and height that we want to send into Focus for quoting and ordering. Press Save, and we're immediately ready for the next window. Now let's refresh Focus. Inside the measurement sheet, you'll see Bedroom 1, Window A, along with the matching dimensions. The width is 34 5/8 inches. The height is 82 5/8 inches. You'll also notice an additional Focus badge inside the FSS Window Pro. This badge indicates exactly which dimensions were sent into Focus. Even if the selected measurements weren't the automatically highlighted minimums or maximums, you'll always know which values were transferred. But what if you change your mind on which dimensions you want to use? No problem. Simply reopen the window, press Save again, and the Focus selection screen reappears. Choose different dimensions and save. The Focus indicators update immediately inside the FSS Window Pro. Refresh your Focus measurement sheet, and those updated values appear instantly. Now let's look at custom dimensions. Inside the FSS Window Pro, you can sketch special measurements directly on your job site photos. For example, let's measure the distance from the right side of the window to the adjacent wall. We'll label this measurement as A. Inside the app, we simply select Add Custom Row, name it A, and capture the measurement using one of our supported measuring devices. Whenever a custom row is added, it also appears inside the Focus selection screen. This means any measurement beyond the standard 3 widths and 3 heights can still be sent directly into Focus. Simply select it and save. In this example, we've assigned custom dimension A as our width. The Focus indicator updates accordingly. After refreshing Focus, you'll see the imported width now reflects the custom measurement of 33 inches. What about measuring multiple windows? The FSS Window Pro makes that process fast and efficient. After saving a window, simply tap Save and Next. The app automatically increments from window A to window B. Capture your measurements, save. Choose your Focus dimensions. Move to window C, capture, save. Select, continue. With extreme speed and accuracy, we've documented 3 complete windows in the same room. Refreshing Focus shows windows A, B, and C populated with their associated measurements. Finally, let's talk about notes. Using voice to text, we can quickly dictate product details. For example, the client would like zebra shades. After saving and refreshing Focus, those notes transfer directly into the remarks field. Everything captured in the field stays connected to the quote. Before we finish, let's take one final look at the in-app trigger button. The trigger can be long pressed and repositioned anywhere on the screen to match your workflow preferences. Whether you prefer it on the left side or the right side of the display, measurements can be captured fluidly without interrupting your process. Thank you for taking the time to watch this demonstration. We hope you found it valuable and that you've seen how integrating the FSS Window Pro with Solatech Focus advances the measuring process. At FSS, we own the measuring layer of the window treatment industry. By partnering with leading CPQ platforms like Solatech Focus, we're helping transform and improve the day-to-day operations of window treatment professionals everywhere.